We must master debate. Wait, hang on.
Shut up,
Mods,
mate.
don't ban me. Mods, don't ban me. Please.
I heard nothing.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
that's
you know what
what
to do.
I like to hear.
Bring Greenfish, Mega.
Bro, I'm here
Oh,
already. It's
Greenfish-
fine, lads.
Greenfish
Don't
is
worry.
here.
I'm already here.
Order. It is 8 o'clock, hence we are starting. I do have a notice. It is a bill that has been granted royal assent. If I can find the royal assent, it is I believe it's Parliament Act or something like that. Yes, Parliament Act C7 has been royal assented by the King. Right, moving on, I have a notice from myself. Due to the nature of tonight's sitting, any misbehaviour will be met with a warning, as I've said before, and any misbehaviour past your warning will be met with a swift kick up the arse out of my house, because I'm not having it today, guys. From both sides, to be honest. I can see that one bench has got quite a lot more than the other, but I hope that this larger bench will not be very disruptive, as I know about some of the crimes that have been committed to get some of those members on those benches. So, we will start today with the motion of no confidence towards the government, and I will call the leader of the opposition as it is his motion. Leader of the opposition. No talking from a certain position. Before you say, hold on. Anybody, I'm not going to use the mute rule for today because this is just going to defeat the whole objective. Also, standing order number 29 is in place due to it being a motion of no confidence, and people like to no heckling. Try and keep it to a minimum because I'm just not having it today because just you have 90. What the hell? Someone set a timer for 90 seconds and the leader of the opposition can start.
Mr. Speaker, you'll forgive me as I'm incredibly ill. I came here on Sunday and I was a bit ill. Now I'm incredibly very ill. Mr. Speaker, it's been over a month since the Unionists took over, and it's been 3 weeks since the general election. Since this coalition took power, we've been through 4 prime ministers, a multitude of scandals that have constantly engulfed this government. To begin with, within days of taking power, this government defied a court-ordered injunction, which resulted in the Home Secretary at the time being issued an arrest warrant, and we saw the resignation of the Met Commissioner, who cited government failures. Not long after this, we then saw the resignation of the Cabinet Secretary, who the government had been openly calling for to be sacked at the time of the election cycle. Is that second timer for me?
That is second timer for you, yes. The standing order number 29, a minute and a half.
Now, Mr. Speaker, then there was the appointment of a former Attorney General, who had been previously
Sit in your seat!
Who'd been previously kicked from the Unionist Party board for homophobic, transphobic and racist remarks, as the chair at the time put it. And then, jump back to our legal stuff, the government illegally tried to appoint a Secretary General of the Commonwealth of Nations, and when they were told it was legal by us, they proceeded to insult and berate us, only to delete their messages and refuse to apologise. After this, there was the former Justice Secretary who was sacked after we filed a pre-action protocol regarding his appointment, which the government tried to cover up. We then had another Justice Secretary quit when we had the spat over Lords reform, where they called the government uncompromising, and the government went to war with the Lords over reform. Then, Mr. Speaker, there's so much that's happened on top of this, like the Prime Minister sitting on His Majesty's throne at the coronation, proclaiming "God save Little Dragon," as he quoted, and the former Prime Minister even stated, and I quote, "A dragon government is not what this country wants or needs." The choice is simple today. We either remain under this unelected car crash of a government, or we stop it right in its tracks so they can escalate this disaster any further. So I encourage every member of this House to vote aye.
Thank you, Leader of the Opposition. Before I call the member at the back, I will say Member Abdel Samadian to put on a tie in accordance to standing order number 23, as well as Member, I think it's you? Yes, Fox Coronet, to both put on a tie, as that's you have to with the standing orders at the moment. Charles Holyrood, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is the same story as usual with the Leader of the Opposition. The latest poll, which closed yesterday night, suggests that 56% of Britain have confidence in His Majesty's government, even with my right honourable friend, the Prime Minister, at the helm. There's been a lot of talk from the Leader of the Opposition about this government and what we have supposedly done wrong. And on some points, of course, I do agree with him. An important aspect of constructive debate is being able to see your own flaws, which is, of course, a concept the Leader of the Opposition does not understand. But, Mr. Speaker, what we have not seen from the Leader of the Opposition is any form of reasoning regarding why he'd be a more suitable Prime Minister than my right honourable friend, the Prime Minister, the incumbent Prime Minister. And that's probably the biggest issue with the members opposite me. They don't want to lead for the sake of making a difference. They want to lead for the sake of leading. This government has worked incredibly. What we told our voters we would do, achieving unprecedented levels of cooperation and compromise with others across the political landscape. With one notable exception, Mr. Speaker, which is, of course, the Social Democratic Party and the Leader of the Opposition, not because of a lack of effort from our side, but rather because they have seemingly made it their goal to win the confidence of the electorate by actively sabotaging this government and preventing progress through all means possible. He is everything he claims us to be. From the talk about shutting down ITV for printing negative articles about him, to the emergency confidence motion tabled an hour after the other motion. I'm running out of time. I beg to move that the question now be put. Thank you.
Thank you. I will not be hearing that motion until I hear a few more opinions from each bench. Gilbert Top, leader of the NLP party.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now, today we have a choice, and the choice is to aid one side or to aid another. Now, on one hand, we have a far-right government led by an NDP Prime Minister who has been engulfed in scandal for many months, and he has been engulfed in scandal many times, and his cabinet is not free from scandal either. However, on the other hand, we have a man who is famous for his quote-unquote longevity in office, excluding his last term, and who is not free from scandal either. So we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And we do not want to aid any of the bad sides. And we want to chart our own course because we are a party that is independent of any kind of interference from any other party or anything that might try to sabotage us, which is exactly why at today's sitting, we will abstain from voting because we do not want to aid a far-right government, but we also do not want to aid a scandal-ridden leader of the SDP who has clung to power within his own party for almost the entirety of its existence and is again trying to grab power without any kind of mandate for it. But again, we do not approve of any of the sides of this argument. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I will call player actually. Did you say something?
You're muted.
Go player, you're muted, mate. I hear a word you're saying.
Have you said anything? I didn't.
Yes, I've
hear
said you.
Okay. My internet has fallen off. Okay. Mr. Speaker, we are here to drain the swamp. We will drain the swamp, and together with the Prime Minister, with the leader of the Unionist Party and the right-wing coalition, we will make Britain great again, brothers. Nay, this motion, it is a power grab from the opposition. Today is the war of the light. Your misleadings are ending here, leader of the opposition. Your rule ends here. If this monk fails, resign. The war of the gladiators that want this nation to be taken back in its greater days. That is the battle given today. Nay the motion and let us enlighten this group. We'll make this group great again. Nay this motion.
You shout like a bird. Okay. Toxic spiders, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm not sure what the member opposite is talking about draining the swamp. He is part of the swamp, and also on part of a previous claim that we were sabotaging the government. I'm not sure where he got that claim from. I think he might have pulled it from a certain place.
Thank you for that. Leader of the opposition, please.
Mr. Speaker, look, I'll say the obvious here. They've got their majority in today. Fair enough. They're going to win this. But whether this passes or not, it's either this government takes itself out and we watch it shoot itself from the foot all the way up into the head over the course of the next few weeks, or we stop it right here. They'll talk about opinion polls when they want to. They don't talk about the ones where we were ahead. They don't talk about the ones where I absolutely crushed the now Prime Minister in a debate. They don't talk about the fact that his predecessor promised to prorogue Parliament to allow for the Prime Minister to have his confidence tested with a King's Speech as well, to have the NDP be the head of government. Mr. Speaker, they've tried to say so many things, completely bafflingly bordering untrue things. I'm not going to say untrue since I'll have to withdraw that, but we've got people forming cults in this government. We've got them appointing their friends to impartial positions. Is this really what we want? Are we just going to point and say, well, you're bad, and then ignore every other point made? Are we really going to sit here and go, you know what? Cults, nepotism, idiocy, ignorance, and a lack of ability to govern. Is that fine with us? Because if so, it sets a very, very bad precedent for what this government wants to do whilst it has its remainder of time in office.
Thank you, Leader of the opposition.
A motion to vote again.
No one has any other points. Member has stood up. Member Contractor to speak, please. I want to hear as many
Mr.
points as I
Speaker.
can.
I must say, the leader of the opposition says that we will win, but he doesn't have the activity in his own party to have a government. So I wonder why they think that this motion of no confidence will even work.
Thank you.
Motion to vote again.
Will you... This is quite a big motion, man. Right, this will fight... Just... I think I'm allowed to say man, thank you. Talks expires, so the final one then, just to please the government.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'm sorry about the people opposite rushing you. That man who just spoke is a defector. He defected for power.
Dad, I've warned you from speaking from a certain position. I've said it from the very start. Be quiet. No, I've warned the entire house about it.
No,
Start with me
I actually
today.
got fired by the whip.
Well, then you've got dementia. I said it very clearly, stood up at the very front. Shut up.
Like to move?
Right. The question is that this motion of no confidence is passed. As men of that opinion say aye, on the contrary, no. Given the nature of this, I will say division, clear the lobbies.
I'm going to be teller. Guys,
Of course, you're not.
There is a man on the floor.
I'm going to be teller, but I crashed.
Teller time.
Pro player, I think you went in the wrong lobby.
Can I be the teller and someone could be one
Can I be the
teller?
What's that?
You could be the eye teller, I'll be the no teller.
Jackie, you're an eye.
Shut up. Mega, I will do the nose, you do the eyes.
No, Ginger, I am the ultimate teller. Lord High Teller.
Teletubby.
Dragon, you're not a Sigma, bro. You're not a Sigma. Sorry to break it to you.
I hate it.
Guys, I think we really went overkill on this.
Shut up,
Hayden. The one thing the SDP can't show up to kill.
Too big to rig.
Spent the last 2 sittings trying to kill legislation, they can't kill the government on their own motion. Lol.
I thought this was the motion where they were going to like rally the troops and get every single one.
The irony is, this motion doesn't actually have any legally binding impacts because of the way that it's worded.
Wow, yeah.
Because under the whatever the act is called, there needs to be a motion of confidence and a separate motion of confidence in whatever other government or the same government, and this is just those two things put in one, which doesn't follow the act. Lol.
Well, if he had the majority, he should have just started to 2, because he could have. If he had the most, then he could just do that and do that.
I mean, he doesn't have the votes, but you know.
He does not have the vote.
You don't have the
and
card.
Some poor,
He
some
doesn't
poor
have the
man,
card, he
some
doesn't
poor
have the
man is going to have to count all of these heads now
I
because
feel bad.
we were all worrying, all saying, "Oh no, we need to get here," and then they bloody don't show up.
I wonder whether he has the cards.
I feel kind of disappointed, to be honest.
I thought this was going to be like the great victory and like we were all going to celebrate, but it's just a bit.
I
lame,
am
to be
kind of disappointed in Badger. I was
Yeah, I was expecting like some big massive fight, but no, that was.
Wadget,
was
you like it. You like
quite
you like
simple.
Wadget, you're like a professional, and you've done this. Like, oh, I thought you were in the big leagues, but you're paying. You're paying.
Lost a monk. I've never lost a monk. That's just how it is.
Albert, you remember when you guys
Albert,
won
you
me?
lost
That
an
was
election to
pretty-
me when I was
that
12,
pretty
Albert.
peak.
Don't
No,
worry.
no, that doesn't mean anything, Roger. I never lost
Yeah,
a
it
monk.
does, Albert. You lost to a 12-year-old. You're never coming back from that.
Guys,
You're
what's a
a bit
monk?
loud right now, Roger. You're a little bit loud.
Hey, by the wall.
Teller, I want to be a teller. I want to be one half of the teller.
No, I'm the teller, bro.
No, I want to be a teller.
Oh, no, I'm taking over. Klaus.
Share it, please.
Pro player,
No,
on mute.
I don't share. I'm the Lord High Teller.
Oi,
I speak
pro player.
to someone
Please,
makes
can
me
we-
crash.
Don't block
Only
Randall.
fuck off. Only backbenchers can be tellers, by the way.
I'm a
fair
backbencher,
enough.
so
You know what you're doing. Cool.
Where is
Middle
Albert now?
bencher.
send me the votes, boy.
Dragon,
Yeah.
Do we want to do this realistically
when
with
are you
3
going to
people?
point me to the cabinet,
or-
bro? I'm so
We're not getting a third person. 4 seconds. I hope you know this paper's empty. No.
Where's YMCA?
Right, I will send
We're
you
not
them.
doing that.
What I am.
We already
Yeah, we
did
are.
it. We've already done it before the session.
Hey, Jackie, what have you been up to in the Solomon Islands? What's this?
YMCA.
They've been at a Trump rally. That's
What did you do, Wonder Jackie?
Yeah, it's a bit more than a Trump rally, you know. It's a bit more of a, an Epstein's Island gathering, you could say.
Hey, Wadger,
Yeah,
we won't.
maybe.
Don't you think we should embrace tradition? Isn't that what you typically say?
Yeah, we should embrace, you know.
I mean, I
The
feel like
monarchy
I
and racism.
on that backbench.
I've still not got the votes.
Please, I begged that with the votes are told. We're sitting here too long.
I'm waiting for them to be sent to me.
I have sent you them.
Are you-
Like pigeon.
on what?
What's
Roblox
the-
or
I
Discord?
notified you in game.
Plus the eyes a million, the
hurry
nose
up.
like
That
4 or
didn't
something.
work.
I will-
Again.
I will DM you them.
Yes, that's easier.
Hayden, mate, all the way
Fucking-
round. We're naying this motion, remember?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you idiot. Did you
Bloody
vote
idiot.
aye, Hayden?
No,
Oh.
what do you mean did I vote aye? No, I was summoned no lobby.
Hold on.
Please. Mr. Speaker in the House. The eyes to the right, 9. Nose to the left, 19.
Let's play YMCA.
Order!
Order. Given that the noes have it, the motion of no confidence is not passed. Order. Thank you. The referendum's United Nations bill from the Lords. Second reading. Any time to read it, or are we okay?
I think we're fine.
Can I debate on it,
Put
pretty
20
please?
seconds. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Guys, I can
20 seconds to read the
I can debate now. I'm not reading it.
I don't have to read that.
No, I think I've already been told what it does. It's not very. I've barely remember, but you know, game's game.
It does stuff.
That's what that exactly.
Right, 20 seconds is up. Time to debate. Who made the bill?
It's a Lord's bill.
Orig-
Who wants to
original.
move
Is
it
it
now?
from the Lords?
yeah. Is this the referendum one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got something to say on
Yes,
that.
United Nations
Let me check who the Lords. Who